Headlines of this bulletin. The online conference to collect comments on a draft report of the government on the results of the review of the legal document system under Resolution number 101 of the National Assembly. The preparatory meeting of the 12th session or the thematic session of Cần Thơ City People's Council. The meeting of the organizing committee of the Barba and Áo Dài Costume Festival. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Continuous and Top News today. The online conference of the government to collect comments on the draft report of the government on the results of the review of the legal document system under Resolution number 101 of the National Assembly took place on September 21st morning, co-chaired by Party Central Secretary Deputy Prime Minister Lê Minh Khái, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Lưu Quang, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà. Attending the meeting in Cần Thơ City were Chairman of the City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường and leaders of relevant departments. Based on the review reports of ministries, branches, and localities, the Ministry of Justice has drafted the government's report consisting of 3 parts and 23 annexes, corresponding to 23 groups of views required to be reviewed in Resolution number 101. The review process showed that there were 28 conflicting and overlapping regulations in 11 laws, 1 resolution, 8 decrees, and 2 circulars. In addition, there are 400 inadequacies and problems in 32 laws, 1 resolution, 1 ordinance, 84 decrees, 1 decision, and 4 circulars. Exchange in opinions at a conference, representatives of branches and enterprises basically agreed with the draft reports, while pointing out some difficulties and obstacles in the practice of reviewing the system of legal documents in localities. Also on September 21st morning, Standing Vice Secretary Cần Thơ City Party Committee, also Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiểu, chaired the preparatory meeting of the 12th session or the thematic session of the City People's Council. Also attending were standing members of the People's Council, People's Committee, and Vietnam Fatherland Fronts Committee of Cần Thơ City. It is expected that at this thematic system, the City People's Council will approve the submissions on approving the addition of the number of people working with salaries from the state budget in public non-business units guaranteed by the state budget for recurrent expenditures, ensuring a part of Cần Thơ City's regular expenditures in 2023. The internal adjustment of the 2023 Public Investment Capital Plan of local budget capital sources, given comments on the adjustment of the central budget capital allocation plan in 2023, expected public investment plan in 2024, especially the adoption of the resolution on commenting on Cần Thơ City planning in the period of 2021-2030 with the vision to 2050. On September 21st morning, Cần Thơ City Steering Committee for the Protection of State Secrets opened a training course on the protection of state secrets for departments, urban and suburban districts, and central agencies headquartered in Cần Thơ City. 375 trainees who are leaders and cadres directly involved in the protection of state secrets in the area were conducted the following contents: guiding the process of implementing the protection of state secrets, current situation and regulations on sanctioning violations related to the protection of state secrets, the law on cybersecurity and a number of articles of the law on cybersecurity related to the protection of state secrets. The training course helps trainees overcome shortcomings while raising the spirit of vigilance and sense of responsibility in the implementation of the work of protecting state secrets. In the face of the increase in gasoline prices, Mekong Petroleum Stock Company, or Petro Mekong for short, in Phú Tứ Ward, Cái Răng Urban District, is committed to maintaining supply and is ready to share reserves with other distributors to serve the needs of living production and business in Cần Thơ City.
Up to now, Petro Mekong has 69 affiliated petroleum stations in the Mekong Delta, 10 units in Cần Thơ alone, Currently, the company supplies petroleum to 443 customers who are general agents, franchises, and distributors. In the first 8 months of the year, it has provided the market with nearly 41,000 cubic meters, representing 86% of the year plan, and submitted a budget of more than 405 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 106% of the plan. From now to the end of the year, it expects to supply 121,000 cubic meters of petroleum to the market. Therefore, it will calculate the sources of imports to ensure the committed output and is ready to support other units in supplying petroleum to the market.
On the same day, leaders of the Market Management Department and specialized departments of Cần Thơ City Department of Industry and Trade came to work with the Southern Energy Company Limited on the situation of petroleum supply to the city. Southern Energy Company Limited currently has 12 affiliated retail stores and 29 stores belonging to petroleum dealers and franchises in Cần Thơ, Hậu Giang, Sóc Trăng, An Giang, Vĩnh Long, Trà Vinh, Kiên Giang, and Đồng Tháp. In the past 9 months, it has provided about 27,000 cubic meters of petroleum to the market. Functional branches of the city require the company to have a plan to balance petroleum imports to ensure sufficient supply of sources for living production and business, and organize training courses on petroleum trading, environmental protection, fire protection for all employees. From September 19 to 28, Cần Thơ Department of Agriculture and Rural Development organizes inspection on the observance of legal provisions in the field of plant protection drugs, fertilizers, and plant varieties at 36 business establishments in 7 districts in the city.
Inspection contents include conditions for the production and trading of pesticides, fertilizers, and plant varieties, the observance of regulations on the list of products and goods permitted for circulation, prohibited from use, counterfeit goods, and smuggled goods, regulations on the announcement of applicable standards and regulations on standard conformity of products and goods, regulations on labeling of goods in the production and trading of pesticides, fertilizers, and plant varieties, regulations on intellectual property in the field of plant varieties.
On September 20th afternoon, Cần Thơ City Women's Unions convened a meeting of the organizing committee of the Bà Ba and Áo Dài Costume Festival to celebrate the 20th founding anniversary of the century-run Cần Thơ City and the 93rd anniversary of the traditional Vietnamese Women's Day, October 20th.
The festival themed Southern Charm, taking place for one day, will be held in the middle of October 2023. With a series of activities including Bà Ba and Áo Dài Parade, Bà Ba and Áo Dài Performing Arts Show, a parade of antique motorbikes to visit Home King's Temple, the Old Market with a scale of 15 booths, photo contest in Bà Ba costume, and folk dance exchange. Delegates shared opinions on the coordination of the live broadcasting of the opening ceremony, the allocations of forces to participate in the parade, the performance of Bà Ba and Áo Dài that must highlight the meaning of the festival.
Now, as usual, before moving to the close, let's take a quick look at the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continuous. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, kênh TV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.